We'll now read the introduction, which is located on page 17. The introduction is by David Isey, and he is the man who also helped Leigh-Allen and Lloyd to write their book and to get it into publication. Introduction. In February 1993, my friend and mentor Gary Covino called and asked if I'd be interested in contributing a documentary to a series he was editing for public radio station WBEZ in Chicago. The series was called Chicago Matters and examined issues of race and ethnicity around the city. We kicked around the idea of trying to do something a little different, maybe giving people tape recorders and having them record their own stories. I had just finished reading Alex Kotlowitz's There Are No Children Here, which follows the lives of two brothers growing up in Chicago's Henry Horner homes, and decided to model the documentary in spirit after his work. Kotlowitz spent several years with his subjects. I had enough funding for about a week's worth of recording. I decided to spend 7 days with young people growing up in Chicago public housing to equip them with tape machines and have them compose diaries of their lives, sound portraits of growing up in poverty. 2 kids, friends, brothers, sisters, it didn't matter. I'd hire them as reporters for a week and give them a chance to tell their stories. I sent out letters to social service agencies and high schools all over Chicago asking for help in finding subjects. Young people living in fairly typical circumstances who were atypically expressive and introspective. I received a lot of callbacks from agencies, community activists, teachers, and social workers suggesting young people to work with. If they sounded promising, I'd ask to have the kids call me collect. I talked to a lot of good kids and a lot of people who cared about them a great deal. The courage these kids show is incredible, one teacher told me. Nobody's listened to these kids for years. Who wants to listen to a poor child? But these kids want to talk. They want to tell their stories. I have 28 kids and 28 hands shot up when I told them about this project. They all immediately started writing their autobiographies for you. They all want to be heard. Tough choices. About 2 weeks into my research, I got a call from Earl B. King, who runs a Chicago anti-gang program called No Dope Express Foundation. He said he had a 13-year-old I might want to speak with named Leigh-Allen Jones. Leigh-Allen got on the phone and started talking. He talked a lot. He was a smart kid, and I liked him.